This is Freelance, the ultimate guide to start your online freelancing business. Written by Tabatha Raynaud. Read by Josiah John Bildner. Freelancing, 21st century way of making a living. When you think of freelancing, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? You probably think of a writer, novelist, or journalist right offhand. That is primarily because for centuries the only real job you could have as a freelancer had to do with your mastery of the written word. But we are not still stuck back in the early 1900s. Now we are in the 21st century, a time that appreciates freelancers in hundreds of different jobs. Sure, you've probably heard of freelance photographers too. You may have even met one or two in your life. But what about freelance software designers? Freelance medical billing specialists, or even freelance scientific researchers. These are all jobs that have recently begun to see massive growth in their respective fields because more and more people are realizing that they can make far more money working for themselves as freelancers than they ever could solely from working under the wing of their previous employer. So, it sounds pretty good, doesn't it? You work in some field for quite a few years, get a lot of practical experience in your chosen area of employment, and then gradually make the switch from working the 9-to-5 to becoming your own boss as a freelancer. But is it really as easy as it sounds to become a freelancer and actually make a living doing work on a freelance basis? We have to keep in mind that there are quite a few freelancers out there who are only doing work part-time. Not because they make a ton of money and only have to work a couple of days per week, but because they actually have had some trouble finding work in the past and need a much more solid career option in order to make sure that they do not find themselves facing bankruptcy. However, such a scenario does not have to happen to you if you are willing to do whatever it takes to become a freelancer. Your career switch may not happen overnight, but eventually you will become highly successful at what you do. It's a guarantee. The first step in making that jump from office work to freelance is to decide whether or not you have what it takes to become a freelancer. We all want to be our own boss, but do we all have the drive and dedication that it takes to be successful without the watchful eye of our supervisors? Sadly, we don't. Therefore, you have to really sit down and think about what makes you so special in the world of freelancers. Do you have a large enough skill set to make you stand out amongst the hordes of different people all seeking the same work as you? Do you have the time management skills necessary?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?